Hello, dear viewers. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm doing something new and I'm very excited about it. I wish to ask you all to choose a shell, the shell that speaks to you. And this is going to be a message from your angels and your loved ones on the other side. We all have them. They're all there to support and love us. And let's hear what they have to say to you. I will put a timestamp in the description regarding which pile starts when, so it makes it a little easier. All right, so first of all, let's start with this one. Pile number 1. With this lovely shell. All right. So, and I love the tarot. The tarot is beautiful at telling a story, and I do ask Spirit that Spirit lights up the intuition of the viewer to understand these cards as well and hear from their loved ones on the other side and their angels. So, we have the Page of Coins and the World card. Oh my goodness. All right, so those of you who chose the first pile, right away, we have a financial opportunity coming in with the Page of Coins. Now the coins, the pentacles, they can symbolize sources of security. So this can be financial, this can be home, security of in your community, this can be health. So these are all sources of security in your life and stability. So the Page of Coins comes in to say, guess what? There is a new opportunity for increased security in your life. And here it is. So I love the Page of Coins because the Page of Coins can look like something small to begin with, but can really grow into something big and significant. It has great potential. The World is success. So also these cards, your angels are telling you, please know that even though you may be on the lookout for, and you may have already begun this goal because this page has already picked up this coin, you may be on the lookout to increase your security and stability. Please know that you're already a success. Please know that whether you believe it or not, whether it seems obvious to others or not, you have been able to take what life has given you and do remarkably well with it. You know, we all come into this world with a contract. This lifetime, we have goals. You know, our higher self, our soul, our eternal being has goals for its own growth. And we come in with a contract. And sometimes it's a difficult contract. Sometimes we have a difficult contract, and it may not look to other people like we're doing one heck of a job. But sometimes Spirit is telling us you are doing one heck of a job with your contract and your goals for this lifetime. So Spirit is telling you, your angels, and I'll use Spirit generically to mean your angels, your loved ones, and that the creative source of which we are all a part. They're telling you, you're a success already. You are a success already. So please understand that. Okay. And let's go with the next cards. By the way, these decks are Secrets of the Tarot by Amanda Hall. This is Arcanum from Lo Scarabeo. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. But we have the 5 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. Oh my goodness. Okay, my dear ones. So this is telling me that you've been through some things. You've been through some things in the past, and it may make you guarded. You know, this 9 of Wands man, he is, you know, he's been through some battles. This 5 of Wands, these are battles. These are conflicts or internal conflicts. But this 9 of Wands guy is telling me you've been through some battles, some difficulties, but guess what? You have not been defeated. You have the 10th wand in hand. In the tarot, the 10 are the completion cards. That's sort of a, okay, you've completed a goal or you've completed something. We're coming into a new era. It's that kind of thing. So this Nine of Wands, he has got rod in hand and he is ready for the next battle. He is, you know, he may be a little bit battle worn, but he is not down. So that tells me you have tremendous strength, though you have been through things. The Five of Wands. Now that's about conflict or internal conflict in your life. There may still even be some conflict happening in your life. The Five of Wands, don't worry too much about that. It's, look at this, is like they're playing tug of war. In the Rider-Waite deck, they are actually sort of in a training exercise, these pages are, with their wands, you know. And so it's really conflict between people who have some relation to each other. They're students together, they're workers together, they're family together, they have some sort of relationship. It's not like, these are not swords, this is not something horrible, but this can indicate some conflict or disagreement. So I am seeing here that this is telling me that because you have had tough things in the past, and I feel like some of them, plenty of them, were caused by humans, that you are guarded, and it makes it hard for you to relax, and maybe you're taking some conflict too seriously, or you're taking it to mean something it doesn't mean. You're making it too big. That's what that is suggesting to me. And it's not your fault. You've been through worse, you know, but now it's not so. Now you're at a time in your life where whatever conflict is there is so, you can rise above it. It is doable. You can rise above it. You can rise up out of it. So do not worry. So that's telling me that this colors your perception of this. And I'm just really getting strong with this pile, you guys, that your spirit on the other side, your loved ones, are trying to tell you, please don't look down on yourself. Please don't pick on yourself. Please don't think that just because you haven't accomplished this or you don't have that in your life that you're less than. Please don't do that. You are a success. It has not been an easy road. And look at you. Not only are you a success, but more success is coming, and the kind you really want. Increased sense of security and stability. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, let me lay the last two. We have, oh, the Ace of Swords. That's a good one. And we've got the Hope card. All right, of course we do. Of course we do. All right, so this is telling me, this is sort of telling a story sometimes. And so the theme of these last two cards is, please be hopeful. The Ace of Swords is, it's coming, see, this is a hand coming from heaven, right? I mean, coming out of a heavenly place. This is an opportunity for revelation, epiphany, which may be happening right now for you, or even a plan. This is sometimes, our loved ones on the other side are helping us to plan. They're helping us to plan. And they're informing our planning and our thinking, our intellect. So this is saying you are getting information from the other side. There's an epiphany here. I keep wanting to say epiphany. It probably is the form it's taking for you. And you can trust it and be hopeful. If there are any thoughts that are coming to you about hopefulness, please, you know, please, please, please believe them. This is coming from the other side. And please believe you have the smarts to do it too, by the way. Sometimes there's no easy path out of our current situation. We know where we want to get to. We don't know how we're going to get there. Now, the Ace of Swords tells you that don't worry about that. We are guiding your steps. We are guiding your steps. You may not know it all the time. A thought might just pop in your head, I should do this, or you might have a strong hunch on that. That is your angels and your loved ones on the other side letting you know, so please know that you do have what it takes, and please know that you can be hopeful and you are supported from the other side. That is a beautiful reading. All right, now let me go on to the next one, pile number 2. And that was this pile. Okay. Oh, this is so fun. I love this. All right, so to begin with, for those who chose the second pile, we have the victory card, the Six of Wands and the Three of Cups. Ooh, so you have the blessing of victory over you right now. That's true. That's very good news. Now, the Six of Wands is a victory. It may be a large victory. It may be a small victory, but it's some sort of victory. Like, oh, you've done this right, or there's the element of other people recognizing it too. So, you know, it can be you've gotten a compliment recently, like somebody's recognized that you have made some real progress in some area or had a success. And this is wonderful. It's a time of favor. So there may have been, and those on the other side, your loved ones, your angels may have been helping you to have favor with another person or others right now. That's what's going on in your life. They may be speaking in their ears and calling their attention to what you've been doing well. So you've got a victory, you are lauded. You know, the laurel wreath is a victory sign. And this person is being recognized for that victory. So that's lovely. And like I said, it can be something big, it can be something relatively small, but you know, it's the energy that's over you right now. And we have the Three of Cups, that's celebration. So not only, yeah, that's a continuation of this one, right? You're being toasted. Yes, so that's celebration. So that you may be having some good times with some friends. Maybe Spirit wants you to do that. Maybe that's why these two cards are coming up, because Spirit is saying it is time for you to know that you are thought well of and you have favor with those around you, and celebrate that and have fun, you know, relax with some people you enjoy and who enjoy you. Oh, that's beautiful. Let's see what we have now. We have the Three of Coins and the Ten of Cups. Okay, so your reading is really about, a lot about fellowship with other people right now, both in work and in celebration. Because the Three of Coins, see, now this is the artisan. He's the skilled artisan who's been hired to create a beautiful statue in the cathedral. This is the architect and the bishop. And so they are looking at his work saying, this is good, this is good. They're consulting, they're supporting. That's what they're doing. They're learned others, and, well, others with resources as well, right? They're learned others who are supporting his work and recognizing it. So this points to the importance of working with others, whether that's at work or whether that's in something new that you're learning or a creative endeavor that you want to launch or you want to undertake. Maybe even it's a new hobby, it's a new, maybe if you have artistic tendencies, it's a new skill. So this is actually consulting with other people about that, you know, and that can be in real life, that can be over the phone, that can be over social media, whoever, but it's consulting with others. It's letting this reading is a lot about allowing other people in, trusting they're going to like you and be impressed with you, and they think favorably of you, and enjoying that time with other people and benefiting from consultation with other people as you do something new. Or continue to do something you've been doing, but you know, you're developing. The Ten of Cups is about, that's the happy family card. So that is, oh gosh. And by the way, this is Universal Tarot from Lo Scarabeo. I didn't mention that before. So this is Secrets of the Tarot by Amanda Hall. And this is Arcanum by Lo Scarabeo. Okay. So the Ten of Cups is the happy family card. It's basically saying, you know, things are fine. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean that everything is perfect among you and either your family or those you consider family. But, you know, your people. It doesn't necessarily mean things are perfect, but it means things are fine. People are feeling pretty secure. You know, it's okay. Even if somebody is maybe not feeling entirely secure and they're worried and all of that regarding the stability of the relationships, underneath it all, there is the security. Underneath, it's sort of a reassurance. Please know everything is fine. Please know everything's okay. You know, and if you're a parent, this is a wonderful card to get because it's sort of like, please know that your children, at the base of it, feel secure. You've helped them to feel secure. The cups are all about emotions. So this is sort of overall contentment. Okay. And that's underneath it all. Even if there, of course, in every family, there's some conflict. There are people worrying. You know, we're all human beings. But, you know, this is saying underneath it all, it's fine. It's okay. I see a lot of reassurance in your reading about that here. Okay. So now in the next grouping, we have the Tower and we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, so this is, I think that Spirit is trying to give you all this reassurance here that really, truly it is fine. And I keep feeling led to say, in spite of what, you know, this little trouble or that problem or the other problem, it really is okay. And people really are your friend right now. And you really can trust that they will think favorably of you if you talk to them or get together with them. I think that there must be a Tower happening. So there might be a Tower. Now, when the Tower comes, it's not necessarily a big tower. It can be a small tower. It can be, you know, a conversation, for goodness sakes. It's just something that happens that changes things. That's all. So there may be a Tower in your life. The Knight of Wands is saying, guess what? You're okay. You've got the strength to go on, move on through it. The Knight of Wands is full of strength and purpose. Even if you're feeling anxious or worried about it, guess what? That's energy. The wands are all about fire, energy, investment, purpose. And so, yeah, this is saying, don't worry. Everything underneath it all really is fine and going to be fine. And don't worry what people are thinking of you. They actually think better of you than you think they do. And the Knight of Wands is saying, and you have the energy to move through whatever it is that's a change or a challenge right now. Oh, that's a beautiful reading. That is a lovely one. Okay, let's look at the third pile. And that was the shell that went with that. Okay. So we have, okay, the Judgment card and the Eight of Swords. And you know, that is about, the Eight of Swords is all about, see this lady, she's not really trapped in there. She, the bonds are very loose. And she could walk right out of those swords. She's not trapped, but she feels trapped. And she feels trapped because of her thoughts, or because there are certain plans that have to be accomplished for her to be free. So here's the deal. The challenge is to wiggle out of the bonds, just to keep moving. You know, even though you feel trapped, keep moving, and you'll be able to take the blindfold off and see things more clearly pretty quickly then. Now, the Eight of Swords, it's, like I said, it's either thoughts that keep you feeling trapped, like I can't do this or I can't do that because of this, this, and this. Once in a while, they are real barriers to the next step in your life, but it's okay. See, now swords are thoughts, they're plans. It may be that you just need to make a plan for how to remove each sword, each barrier. So don't be discouraged. It may feel worse than it is. You really are not trapped, okay? And we have the Judgment card, clarity and good judgment. And that is suggesting that you do have good judgment. Right now, you may be at a time in your life when you're feeling about a certain issue that you're trapped, you don't know what to do. That's not true. That's not true. These swords are all good thinking, and this is clarity from the other side telling you, you do know. You do know what you need to do to get rid of whatever is making you feel trapped, or to just be more self-loving and realistic about your ability to do well now, you know, and be more realistic about your strengths and the reasons for hope in your life. All right, and here we have the Page of Wands and the Sun card. Beautiful. There'll be a new goal shortly. If you're feeling this way, no worries. There'll be a new goal coming in. Wands are goals. They're purposes for you to pick up, and you may have already done that. And the Sun is joy. Don't worry either, even if you're feeling sometimes kind of like, oh gosh, it's all too much. And you're wondering, what's the answer to that? What's the answer to that? And there may not be one answer to that. You will use your good mind to remove barriers and get to a better place. Okay, don't worry about that. You also have judgment, good judgment and help from the other side, from the angels. This angel is blowing a trumpet, helping you. The sun says, don't worry too, there will be a moment of joyfulness coming in soon. You can still have these beautiful moments of joyfulness. If you're feeling this way, don't take that too serious. It will pass. And guess what? Any barriers that have you feeling trapped can pass too. So that's a message of encouragement. And of course, look at this. We have the Fool card and we have the Eight of Swords again from another deck. All right, so the Fool card is telling you that's a beautiful major arcana card. It's powerful. It's saying you are being beckoned into a new and fresh start. And so again, it's saying if you're feeling like that, okay, they're telling me this is a repetitive thing, that the Eight of Swords feeling, there may be some things in your life that have you feeling kind of trapped. And so you have better days with it and you have worse days with it. What you're doing is you're gradually coming out of it. And the thoughts you can come out of immediately, by the way. The thoughts that have you feeling trapped, you can come out of immediately, by the way. They're like pessimistic thoughts, like I can't do anything about this, like this is never going to change. Those thoughts, The Fool is saying that's not true. The Fool is saying, guess what? There's a brand new beginning coming for you, where you have everything in your satchel you need and you have some hopefulness coming in. It is coming in. So even if this may recurrently bother you because of your particular life situation right now, don't take that seriously. Don't take that seriously. You are moving through it, okay? All right, so that is a beautiful reading too. And now the final pile. All right, it was this one. Oh, this is exciting. I love this. Oh, good. Okay. Whoa, these are powerful readings today. We have the Wheel of Fortune. That is fortune coming around in your favor. That means there's something coming around that is sort of fated to happen that you don't have to make happen. It is happening, and it will help you to get on to the next era in your life. It's something is sort of ending and sort of beginning. I feel like this Wheel of Fortune comes around like it's not a tower. It's not like a one event usually. It's more like this is the era you're in, where if you've had some really tough times, even tough years, this is saying, okay, fortune's changing. Fortune is changing. It comes around. The Emperor. Now the Emperor is there to say, yeah, the Emperor is there to say, he's sort of the protective father of the Tarot. He's about the rules. He's about not only rules and law, but he's also about the rules of nature. You know, sort of like, he's very logical, but he's very loving. He wants you to know, goodness, you do this, you're going to get that result, because he loves you. And he doesn't want to see his children, his subjects in this case, but basically this is the father of the Tarot, his children, to be repeating some of the same difficult lessons. So in other words, if there's been a pattern that you've had trouble with, a pattern in your own choices that has sort of stymied you and been, you know, you're kind of frustrated with it. When will I ever learn? Kind of like that. Wheel of Fortune is telling me now. Now is when you're going to learn. It's telling me, don't worry, that, you know, we do. That's how we grow. We tend to repeat the same things, you know, again and again and again until we understand. We get an epiphany. We get it. We're done with that, you know, and we're ready to be on to the next. So this is the time. And it's okay to really logically look at it and don't feel like you've failed. Don't feel, this is the way human beings evolve. It's okay, you know, but to recognize that, well, I'm getting this because I keep doing that. So is it possible to do the other? You know, look at it very logically, as if you were giving advice to a friend, you know, and you were looking at what they were doing from the outside. You know, you could look at it very logically and realize that, hey, no, I think I better do this differently. You know, maybe if I made this difference, maybe if I just shifted this one thing, maybe if I really was done with trying to make the results I want by choosing this particular path. And it can be in any area of your life, right? It can be relationships. I feel relationships stronger, but it can be work. It can be in any area of your life. So this is actually the father of the Tarot. There is a loving presence, in other words, on the other side for you right now. It could be a loving older male relative that maybe you didn't even know this person, But this person, and on the other side, of course, even those who made a lot of mistakes during their life on this side because we can't see so clearly, on that side, they're way better. You know what I mean? And they a lot of times want to make amends to us and be good to us and try to help us from the other side if we're very, very human in this side, right? So this could be an older male relative, either one you knew who is now enlightened or one you did not know. But there is somebody wanting to help you to see a pattern and take this new beginning that will just be great fortune for you, bring good things into your life. All right, and then we have the Queen of Coins, and then we got the Queen of Coins too. You have got some loved ones on the other side. This group really has. So the Queen of Coins, that could be a beautiful, loving presence, an older woman on the other side, probably a relative or a very close friend of the family, who takes an interest in you, wants you to feel safe and secure. This is the Earth Mother. This is somebody who is saying, don't worry. It's going to be okay. Don't worry. You'll have enough. Don't worry. It'll be all right. You know, so you also have some help and support for stability, financial security from the other side too. And you get the Page of Coins. Ooh, also in combination with this. So the Page of Coins is like a new job or a new opportunity for greater security. Pentacles, coins can be money. They can be other sources of security like good health. They can be just sources of security like associations with other people or groups. So that, in other words, there is a new opportunity for greater security. It might not look big right now, but guess who's bringing it? Guess who's helping to bring it? There is someone on the other side for you helping to bring it and helping to guide you and taking advantage of it. This can turn into something substantial. So that is very good news. You've got people caring for you all over the place on the other side. All right. And we do need them because we're you know, kind of bumping around down here. Anyway, we have the, oh, I mixed these up. That's okay. It must have been meant to be. Look at that. You get the Judgment card times 2. Holy moly. That's powerful out of 2 different decks. So that means that right now, for many of you right now, you're having an epiphany, by the way. For many of you right now, things are lighting up and you're saying, wow, I can do this. I can do this. I have support and love and strength from the other side to help me to do this. I can do this new beginning, this new pattern. You have good judgment. This is about clarity. These are angels. These are 2 angels giving you messages and helping you to gain that clarity. For some of you, this is it's a life-changing time for you. It's a time of great change in your life. And it might be time. Sometimes we don't know why we haven't been able to achieve it yet, but somehow something is happening behind the scenes and spiritually and in our own selves that it clicks. You know, even if we haven't been able to do it in the past, now we have the whole forces of the universe behind us, helping us to do it now. And we have the Emperor. We may decide, oh my gosh, well, no wonder I'm not getting the results I want because I keep doing this. I've got to do something different. I got to get help. Maybe it's even get help to find a new way, an advisor. Sometimes the Emperor says, get an advisor of some type, and whatever that is, you know, get an advisor of some type or a group or a help, sign up for a class, you know, sometimes it's see a therapist, sometimes it's consult with a learned person who knows, you know, sometimes we try to do things on our own and we're just not meant to be that because we are all part of the oneness. And not only are we part of the oneness with the human beings around us, but with the angels, they're there to support us, and with our loved ones on the other side and our source. So we're not meant to do things alone. So this may even be get some advice from somebody, you know, who really is logical and who possibly has some authority for some reason, some expertise for some reason. And you can have clarity, you can change, you can have new good fortune coming around, new security, and possibly even abundance, security, and wealth. Wealth, health, abundance coming on in, starting. You've picked it up. All right, this is a beautiful reading. Oh, well, thank you all so very much. This was wonderful. It's always wonderful when Spirit's moving. Thank you. Bye-bye.